And there we go. Hey, how you doing today? This is the Your Book, Your Voice Coffee Chat. Thanks so much for tuning in. Appreciate you being here. I do this every Thursday. We do it live every Thursday. Of course, I archive it on my YouTube channel. But we do this live to give you a chance as an author to present to you an open forum for you to ask questions if you like, and maybe share about your book if you like. Especially asking questions about the audiobook world, because that's what I do as an audiobook coach and producer, specializing in helping authors turning your book into an audiobook, turning your book into an audiobook. Yeah, as you should, because you need to narrate your own audiobook. Whether you are a nonfiction, well, I'll say this, nonfiction authors, all of you need to narrate your own audiobook. You do, because it's your story. There's nobody on this planet that can represent your story better than you. And even fiction authors. I'm going to be talking with a fiction author a little bit later on today about getting her into the audiobook coaching program. And I'm glad she reached out, because as a fiction author, you can narrate your own book, right? You can have a character or a handful of characters and still tell your story, because it's the content that matters. You don't need crazy voices all the time. Now, some books and some audiobooks do require that to tell the story, to really make it better. But you know what? 9 out of 10 times, you have what it takes. You have what it takes. So we're going to talk about, what are we talking about today? We're talking about voice care for authors. Voice care for authors. But before we do, I got a toast to you, because this is Coffee Chat. Oh, hold on. We got to. All right, hockey fans. Yeah, I am a Kings fan, have been for many, many years, and I still support them, though I do like other hockey teams. But there you go. We're going to toast, because you're awesome human beings, and I appreciate you tuning into Coffee Chat. I do like my coffee, my elixir of life. All right, voice care for authors. Now, that's really important. Voice care, just in general, really. You got to take care of your voice. You got to take care of your voice. So we're going to go over some things that you can do to take care of your voice, because again, you are narrating your own audiobook, and that means that you need to be in your best shape. You got to be on top of your game. As an author, you are an entrepreneur, okay? Your author brand is your brand. This is your business. And to put out great product like your ebook, your paperback, your hardcover, and especially your audiobook, you got to be on top of your game. You got to sound great. You got to sound great. So I just want to give you a few techniques, things that you can do, simple things that will help keep you in shape. It's like working out, right? Working out. You want to be you want to bench press 300 pounds? Well, you got to work out. You got to get yourself to that point. You got to keep yourself in shape. Okay. So let's talk about the first thing. Number one, the obvious, hydration. You got to keep yourself hydrated. Right? You got to keep yourself hydrated. It's really, really important. You know, according to the Journal of Voice, hydration improves your vocal fold efficiency, and it reduces that phonation, that threshold pressure. You know, that effort of needing to produce sound, forcing it out. When you're hydrated, it makes it so much easier. I mean, it's logical, right? Makes a lot of sense. Dehydration leads to vocal fatigue, okay? Because you're pushing harder, and you don't need to do that. Another thing, number two, is just do vocal warm-ups. Vocal warm-ups. In my audiobook coaching program, I have a reference material. I got a PDF reference sheet that I give to my clients that has a bunch of vocal warm-up techniques. Matter of fact, I even talk about it. One of the lessons is about how to keep yourself warmed up and to make sure that your voice is ready to go. You got to be warmed up. With any singer, anybody, someone who's going to run a race, for example, you just don't go out there and just go and do a cold run. You got to get your body warmed up, because then your performance is going to be so much better. All right. So just easy things just to reduce stiffness, to get relaxed, to improve endurance, lip trills, hums, going, right? You're loosening up the lips. Yeah, it sounds goofy and silly, but you know what? It works, right? It helps you relax. doing hums, all those, vocal exercises you hear. There's a reason why people do them. And it does loosen up the voice and get things more relaxed, okay? Again, there's a lot of studies that have been done about vocal warm-ups that even a little bit of exercise is going to really help you do a much better audiobook narration. Now, of course, on the other side of things, you don't want to strain your voice. I know, simple piece of advice, but don't strain your voice. Don't shout. Overuse, obviously, you get vocal fatigued. Excessive loudness or even prolonged whispering can affect your vocal cords because it creates this abnormal tension in the vocal folds, and you don't want that, okay? And it's funny, like you're thinking, whispering? Yeah, it does, because there have been studies. There was a study done in the Annals of Ontology, Rhinology, and I could never pronounce this word. Laryngology, I think is the word. But it does create strain and irritation. Even whispering does. So just be careful about that. Just be aware, right? Awareness is a good thing. Breathing, of course, is very important. Not only breathing, but also body posture. I talk about this a lot with my clients. And again, being in good postural form does make a huge difference. It really does. Having your feet flat on the ground, whether you're narrating, if you're standing, if you're sitting down, feet flat on the ground, shoulder width, sit up straight so you can breathe in easy and narrate as you expend that air out of your lungs. If you're all hunched over, it's not going to sound good. All right, it tightens the body. It doesn't keep you relaxed. So breathing is really important. Posture is super, super important. The other thing now, as another piece of advice for voice care for authors, and I say voice care for authors because you're going to be narrating your own audiobook. Yes, you are. Rest, recovery. Make sure you give yourself time. If you've been narrating and you start to feel tired, take a break. Step away, take a break, okay? Don't overwork your vocal cords because then they're tired. When you start working out and you feel that muscle soreness, well, you're gonna feel that. You're gonna feel that in your vocal cords, and you don't want to mess that up, okay? So take a break. Take breaks. Give yourself plenty of time to recover, okay? Very important. Rest and recovery is very important. Now, it's funny, when I had posted in LinkedIn about doing my coffee chats, which I do every Thursday, one of my good friends and followers, Robert Gaines, he says, I'm going to let you in a little secret. And he talked about having a humidifier in his room. And that is actually a really great idea. It's a great idea because it does help. Humidified air helps definitely with the vocal fold tissues. You don't want dry air, and you don't want, again, talking about hydration because it thickens the mucus. It causes irritation. It's being able to narrate the way you want to and to sound the way you want to sound. You're going to be forcing that more. And again, it's going to give you some it's going to get you fatigued a lot quicker for sure. And again, having a humidifier there, just that humidifying air really helps protect the vocal fold tissue. Very important. And again, dehydration is not it's going to do the exact opposite. Okay. Now, another thing that I want to share with you, of course, is just keep yourself healthy, body healthy, good diet. Don't eat a lot of spicy foods before you're going to do a narration, okay? Because, acid reflux, that can cause inflammation. It's going to cause irritation in your throat, and it's going to you're going to hear the difference in how you're able to narrate, how your voice is going to sound, because it's going to lead to hoarseness. It's going to lead, again, to irritation, and it's definitely going to reduce your vocal quality, your vocal sound, okay? Another thing in regards to irritants is you do want avoid smoky areas, secondhand smoke, things that can irritate the throat. Again, it just causes inflammation, and it causes some impairing of the vocal folds, with the vibrations that happen that create the sound that comes out of your body. Very important to just avoid irritants, especially before you start recording. All right. And then one last thing I want to share with you, and this is something that a lot of, athletes do this, of course, and even some singers do this as well. And you got to cool down, right? After an athlete runs a race, they do cool down exercises just to cool down the body, relax the muscles. Cooling down after a long narration, it really helps restore your muscles. Again, it reduces stiffness. This is why you do stretches after your workout, because it reduces stiffness. It's the same concept happens in your vocal cords, in your voice. So really, really important. It reduces muscle tension. Okay. Again, these are things that you can do, simple, easy things, but you got to take care of your voice. You got to take care of your voice. So important, because it's such a crucial part of your author brand. Your sound, your narration, this is why you narrate your own audiobook. It's so important. It's so important. If you, by the way, are considering turning your book into an audiobook, as you should, reach out to me. This is what I do. I'm an audiobook coach producer, helping authors narrate their own audiobooks, getting them published on Audible, Amazon, Apple, and any other distribution platform that you want to be on. I created an audiobook coaching program called Your Book, Your Voice. Book a call with me. There's links in the description here on LinkedIn and YouTube, and of course on Instagram. Go to my profile page, click on the link, and there's a whole bunch of links there. Book a call. Let's talk about your book. Let's find out what your marketing strategy is, and let's get you enrolled. And you have two choices, by the way. I love the VIP program because we work together through the entire process, one-on-one. And by the end of 12 weeks, your book is recorded, edited, uploaded for publication. It's a great thing. Now, those of you who want to do it yourself, I have a do-it-yourself program that gives you all the tools and lessons that you need to be able to create a great audiobook. And you can do it. So reach out to me. Book a call. Again, the links on Instagram, just go to my profile page, click that. There's all the links there. I'll tell you about the VIP program, the do-it-yourself program. Get your free narration reference guide. That's on there on Instagram as well. And also for those of you on LinkedIn and YouTube, yes, again, the links are in the description. But would love to have you get into the program. Do it. You're an author brand. You are an author brand. You need to do the best steps, decisions to move your business forward. And to do that, turning your book into an audiobook is a great thing. And you can do it, and it's not as overwhelming as you think. Okay? So do it. Book a call. You can go to robertlanecoaching.com to find out more about what I do. Just would love to help you out and love to help you create an awesome audiobook, right? Secure your legacy in your own voice. And this is the best way to do it. And finally, my friends, as we wrap things up for Coffee Chat, cheers to you, of course. My assignment, as always, is when you're out and about in the world, smile at a stranger. Say hello to them. Give them a compliment. Because that small gesture of kindness can make the world a difference in somebody's life. So be a life changer. All right. Have a great day, my friends. Thank you for following. Tell your friends, man. Keep following me on Instagram. Follow me on LinkedIn. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Subscribe. Let's grow this channel, okay? Let's get the word out on how you can narrate your audiobook. And I want to be there to help you out. All right, okay? So do that. And again, be good humans. Smile at a stranger. Say hello to them. Give them a compliment. Simple gesture of kindness that you can do to spread positivity in this world. We'll say bye to our LinkedIn and YouTube friends. Thank you so much for tuning in.